Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we are about to talk about how to use your RSI indicator along with different indicators and different key statistics for your day trades. There are a few different things that you can match up for your different day trades and breakouts. We'll show you a few of those here, and I'll show you how we use our charting indicators along in banking with Billy with our 24/7 live scanner. We have on our RSI, our MACD. We have on automatic updated resistance points with the super trend as buy and sell signals. Now, off of a 1 minute chart here again, right now is Monday, but the markets are closed. The only thing that's active right now is Bitcoin. But we did just previously see Bitcoin come in from a massive explosion from that overnight trend down from the lows of 99,000. Now, holding up here, we're going to watch this thing come in for another breakout. So, towards the end of this video, we'll come back to look at our live scanner on BTC to see if it's coming out, to see if it's coming in for that breakout at that time. And then we'll be able to talk about some live charting there as well. But on these stocks right now, the markets are closed. So we'll be talking about this off of steel charts using your RSIs and MACDs. And again, I say MACD because that's one of the indicators that we use. And remember, it's always the same setup and the same strategy as you can trade, going with the same formation, following along with the same patterns. Now, things can look a bit different off of that reversal based off of different key statistics, different fundamentals, different stat industries and sectors. These different types of things can all come into play to shake up how your stock moves and or throw off the trajectory of that bull run. Now, first thing to remember is when you're turning, first of all, I'll show y'all this. So make sure that you are, yes, and anybody in the classroom as well. I'll share my screen with you in case you want to watch what I'm talking about in here. And anybody can join on the classroom anytime as well. So you currently right now have INTC. Look how this looks with no RSI, with no indicators. And in fact, we're going down to a 15-minute chart and a 1 minute chart. We're talking about day trades here. And then the next one after this, we'll talk about swing trades on long terms using these indicators and different techniques. So here we don't see much information. We can see the charts and the candlesticks. We know how people love to read on the candlesticks, but this is the importance of indicators. So now we turn our RSI indicator, we can clearly see if that thing was overbought or oversold within a specific time frame. And again, we're on a 15-minute chart talking about day trades here. So we'll talk about within the specific 1 days. And then the next one, we'll talk about day trades. Here we can see for this one specific day, it went down to oversold, where it gets in a safe position. But the next thing is that how do you know when you want to buy there? Well, some people hone in on the candlesticks. You can see if that big candlestick turned into a small candlestick, it's about to get followed up by, the next big green bullish volume in the next green candlestick. But if you got on your extra indicator from there, it can complement your RSI, helping you hone in on your timing. Here, for example, we have your MACD indicator, with your RSI going oversold and your MACD indicator looking to come in for the next round of bullish divergence. Now, in this specific day, this was a day trade off of a 15-minute chart. We can see more powerful information. We can see more data about that exact positioning and move on a 1 minute chart that will go down to a massive oversold position and then coming for next round of bullish divergence. Notice how it becomes overbought from 19 cents up to about 20 cents, and it continues to about $19 from $19.40 it was oversold, and then what became overbought at $19.60 on INTC. Notice how it continues to uptrend. Well, those quick 1 minute chart traders, they already looking to lock in gains off their 1 minute chart time frames as they RSIs and MACDs get back up overbought and getting ready to make the next round of the bearish divergence on a smaller chart trading time frames. To hone out on that for that day to see if they still got more room to hold in. If it's safe, they'll hone out to a 15-minute chart Where your 15-minute chart, notice how in the beginning, they would set that thing off and it was still oversold on your 15-minute chart. By honing out, they were able to see that they have more room to grow and make them feel a lot more safe and a lot more confident for that uptrend. Now, again, for us along in the Discord, we have our charts updated. A lot of us are more advanced. When you get more advanced at trading, then you start to add in other things. Right now, this is very basic here, especially for day trades off of 15 and 1 minute chart. You can see clean flows, right? But by adding in your extra indicator, for example, your SAR, it'll give you greater detail, especially for you day traders, especially on when that SAR is about to stop and reverse, and you can get a quick bounce up in there. Just looking to see how long you can ride it. It's going to fall along with the RSI and go back overbought, and then make bearish divergence when it's time to sell. You be on point with your buys and sells by adding in that extra indicator that can change everything. And if you are using a 1 minute chart like your day trades, well, you can match that up with your VWAP. The VWAP. You're gonna look for your VWAP to be. You're gonna look for your RSI to be down the result in the beginning, of course, right? Getting ready to retest and or break out over that VWAP. Once it does, you're gonna get the bullish divergence to be made, and you get a decent uptrend. Now your VWAP will only really work on your 1 minute chart though. And what you're looking to see if it holds strong over that VWAP rather than a break out under that VWAP. And notice as it holds strong over that VWAP, you got your RSI that holds over the middle range, the more cautionary position. They're looking for the next leg up. They're looking for all that choppiness on the MACDs to settle down while it holds over the VWAP to come in for the next round of the bullish divergence. Now, when you get that next round of bullish divergence to come into the stock, you get that next big uptrend. And they hone out on that using the 15-minute chart trading time frame. So day chart for those day traders you can see, and from there you can't really use your VWAP as you can see. So for us people who are more advanced and more used to these things, we'll add in some other things. Let's say we add back in our SAR, showing us that we can ride that thing until that SAR starts to close. Some people like to use other things like they Bollinger Bands. Some people like to use other things like they EMAs. Different indicators can complement your specific chart trading indicator like your RSI. Figure out what combination works best for you, and it'll be a lot easier to follow along with the overall trend of everything that's going on. Remember, I am always still putting out my alerts along in my section inside of the Banking with Billy Discord in the Billy Bank section. You can check out the rest of the other coach and YouTube alerts as well. I do this 24/7, whether it's stocks, options, crypto, it's all the same. I'll even show you this off of like an option on like IWM. We'll start back off with taking off all of our indicators, including RSI. Yes, including RSI. And now look at this now. So again, one will come here and be like, how do I spot the uptrend? What am I looking for next? How do I know when is a safe time for me to be loading back up into on that position overall? And so here you can see that if we turn on our RSI and we're looking at the same day time frame. Okay, we're not gonna talk about the previous days yet, or swing trade, just the same day time frame for now. So now if you go and turn on your RSI indicator, we can see that within that same day time frame, this will go from overbought all the way back down to oversold. Now, for this specifically right here, this is IWM. So on IWM and SPY and QQQ and things like that, people really like to go for the options trades on these. I'm gonna go make an options trading video to give you a better idea on how it all works. But again, just for now. So you got your RSI that'll go back down over so, and you're looking for your next time. You notice how they bought that bounce right there? But how would they know it's time to buy that bounce right there? Well, they will add in the extra indicator to complement that by adding in, for example, your MACD indicator from here. You'll be able to see a more clean bounce coming in. Now, it looks choppy off the 15-minute chart. Yeah, I know. So what they'll do is they'll hone in from there off the 1 minute chart. On your 1 minute chart, you can scroll back and see the more clean bounce of bullish divergence coming in. Again, for the day trade time frames we're looking at here. And again, here, for just to give you a quick tidbit on what we'll be talking about on our next options video, how to find your strike prices. Because notice here how your RSI goes from oversold back up to overbought. Well, the big question is, where is my next target and the strike price going to be? And you can judge off of your RSI and see where that big resistance is. Notice how your RSI goes back to $26, where it got all kinds of bears, exactly where it sold off from there. So where your oversold and overbought is will be your next strike price and or price targets. Now that you understand that, if you go down to your options, and let's say you want to get a strike price of $26, you will go find your strike price, and you know that would be your strike price and the price are you going for, because that's where it next becomes overbought at. And or vice versa for oversold, of course, and or vice versa. Now, by honing out on a bigger time frame, though, for people who like to get that day trade for throughout the day, they'll use their 15-minute chart. They're not going off their 1 minute chart bounces. They going off that 15-minute chart. Off that 15-minute chart, you can see that you will get a target all the way down to about low to $24, where it goes all the way oversold. And you can see it will go down there because that's around the range where it had its last breakout from, around that $24 range. Overbought to oversold, no matter what time frame you're on. And your RSI and MACD will help it make it much easier for you to hone in on that and spot that out. For example, here on our Banking with Billy Live 24/7 scanner, and welcome anybody joining in on the Banking with Billy classroom, or somebody join in. But so here we can see on your live Banking with Billy 24/7 scanner in the classroom. Like I was saying, we see the move come in, and we just got our bearish sell alert there at the top. So it goes a bearish sell alert, a bullish buy alert, a bearish sell alert. Now it's down here. Notice your RSI went back down over so. You got your MACD not making clear bullish divergence just yet, but it's getting about to. Looking for your SAR to enclose and going to see if it can go back up to retest that resistance. That is a resistance 3 over here on your 1 minute chart, and that resistance 3 over here on your 1 minute chart is actually resistance 1 for a 15-minute chart that is getting ready to go retest. And since it hasn't retested that just yet, we could possibly be seeing, as we are seeing right now, BTC push down even just a bit further until it gets down to retest that range, and we'll be seeing your RSI on your 15-minute chart start to build support down here towards the middle range as your MACD looks for the next round of the bullish divergence. And this is how we do it live all day, every day in the Bank Discord. You know, if you want your charts to look like this, then you can as well. You know, it's very easy to set the stuff up, but it takes a lot of getting used to what you have going on. And again, these are for day trading type of strategies using your RSI and MACD. And there's a lot of different indicators you can use. You'll be seeing the next buy signal come up here on BTC on our live scanner. This is live right now, not only in the classroom, but also on the channel on the YouTube live shorts. So if you want to see that next buy alert come in on time with accuracy on BTC, then make sure you check out the live shorts. Be up there with that's going on. I'll see y'all in there. Happy trade.